Hello and welcome everybody, my name is David and we are going to Minmus in this little bananas SSTO. It's a product of my descent into madness, trying to build an SSTO like in KSP2, which can reach Minmus and come back to the KSC. I tried so many different ways and so many different designs, but everything didn't work. And here you see the craft flipping out. The SAS can't quite decide if it's going to want to level out or go up, so I'm trying to fix it. Yeah, you see the wobble action. The idea came very late to me, late in bed, lying around, couldn't sleep, and that was the idea I had. It works, and this is all that matters. It's a Kerbal way, nonetheless. And it flies excellent. It has a little bit too much power for a craft that size, but who cares? The important thing is it needs to go to Minmus. The main craft, the carrier craft, will be flown by Valentina, and she will wait in LKO for Jeb to return from Minmus. And it goes fast into orbit, as you can see. As soon as I got the control issues under control, everything went normal and perfect. Even though the craft wants to pitch a little bit up after you switch to rocket mode, but nothing my A and D and W and S keys can't handle. And yeah, is for anybody else the burn timer broken? As you can see, that it's the same time to the periapsis as to the burn timer, which shouldn't be the case, so I ignore the timer and make the burn myself. You will see that probably the whole video, where I ignore the burn timer, especially because I made a tiny mistake. I realized it, but I still didn't want to fix it. I have no upward facing control point on the banana, and you see me undock now, just checking that the fuel didn't leach out. And we have two little spark engines on the bottom of the banana, and the docking port is there too. So everything is in reverse when I control from there. So prograde will be retrograde, and the same goes for all other vectors. So don't be confused. And now we are burning for Minmus, and I have to restart directly after the burn because you will see it there. I get no target marker, so a quick reload fixed that problem. And now we are making our course correction. Here you can see me planning my mid-course correction in that little banana. I like it, it's so funny. My girlfriend actually told me to color it yellow. It was banana shaped all along by accident, but only thing that was missing was a yellow color. So here we are. And we are done with our mid-course correction and entering Minmus SOI. And we are going polar, since we are visiting the special thing about Minmus, one of the new Easter eggs. So, spoiler warning, if you don't want to see that, you should turn off the video, which would make me sad, so just watch it. I think enough people already showed the location and how it looks. I'm visiting this site for the third time, and now you can see where the anomaly is. Oh, I can't pronounce that word for my life of it, so I will show you where it is. Here comes a little marker, bing, and if you want to visit the Easter egg, this is a crater you are looking for, which is why we have an almost polar orbit. Usually I go for equatorial orbits, but this makes things much more easy. And we are in luck. I didn't even have to complete one complete orbit for me to reach the crater. And let's not stop now, just go straight for it. I really love how big the new Easter eggs are and how detailed. This is the only why am I trying to pronounce this word? This is the only Easter egg so far I have visited, I think. Next up for me is Duna. I wanted to visit that already in the Death Challenge this week, but I was busy. It was my birthday yesterday, so I'm just happy with finishing this little banana project, and we are close to landing. Look how huge it is. Let me just zoom a little bit out so you can see how small our little banana looks. in comparison to the big statue. And I managed to land in the one of the few not completely flat areas, and I get bitten in the ass for it. You need to close the... yeah, look at that. Boing. That... I was so close to reloading, but I thought, okay, let's try. My perfect landing, and now you see a not so perfect landing. There I get confused where up and down is, since my control points are still in reverse. But Minmus surface gravity is so low that the reaction wheel from the cockpit will manage my mistakes. And yeah, what I wanted to say earlier was you need to close the solar panels, or else I'm not allowed to leave the cockpit. And let's fly a little tour around the statue. Maybe let's land on one of the eyeballs and be real close. Real close. Maybe we see something special, I don't know. This is the third time I think I'm visiting this Easter egg. And I'm keeping that word since I can't pronounce the other word. And yeah, I felt like a fly in a cobweb. I couldn't leave first from this big huge ass crystal. And below you see our little banana boat, how tiny it looks from here. Yeah, we are almost done with the Minmus part of this mission, but important, we need to plant a flag. Let's prick it into the hand, and we are done. And for the first time since I planted a flag in KSP2, it was the actual flag I just chosen while creating this save file. And yeah, let's go back to Kerbin and meet with the banana cruiser. Here I had to reload. The first try I wasn't getting any orbital lines. I thought that was fixed with a 0.1.1 patch, but apparently not. Yeah, we need to burn retrograde in comparison to Minmus orbit, so we get closer to Kerbin. Even though the maneuver node will tell us that the opposite is the case. I don't know why. Every time I'm trying to leave Minmus and burn retrograde in relation to its orbit, I get an gravity assist instead in the orbit map. So here we are now in Kerbin SOI, and we see I was right. And we are getting a moon encounter, so we will use it just for a little gravity assist, so we don't have to dip too hard in the atmosphere. And here I'm trying to align our orbital plane, so it's more easy to rendezvous with the banana cruiser. And off we go, heading for Kerbin's atmosphere. Yeah, this mission was so much fun, except for the Kraken attacks. I will use this concept until I figured out how to build a nice SSTO, which a little Terrier engine instead of a KSP1 nuke engine, which can get us to Minmus and back. But until I figure that out, I will use my banana cruiser. And here I'm fixing the final inclination and getting ready to rendezvous. And I have a little trouble making the maneuver node, since everything is in reverse and I'm trying to think of it in advance. And do you know this little bug where you pull in the orbital line and you don't get any more close encounter markers? So I will just burn manually without a maneuver node until the markers are almost next to each other. And now it's time to null our speed relative to the banana cruiser, and I was a little bit too late, but we will catch up later with the banana cruiser. Now we are nearing the dark side of the planet, and I really didn't want to rendezvous on the night side, so I blitz around one orbit so we can see better and get in line for a final rendezvous. Only 10 meters per second, nay 7 meters per second, and we are there. Now something strange happened. My control switched around to the right side while close to docking, and you see me struggling with it. On the banana I did, and I'm a little bit misaligned after docking with that thing. Now you see where the controls flip. I don't know why, but it's not too bad. Almost align, push in, push in. You can do it, Dave. And we did it. We broke one of our landing legs, but who cares? We're a little bit misaligned, but who cares again? And now let's re-enter Kerbin's SOI atmosphere. And I will just time warp until we are both in daylight, the ship and the KSC. And watch closely. The Kraken will visiting us soon again. It did a few times this mission. I cut out most of it. And what is this? Wait. There, the control surface got stuck. It's on the same action group as the right side, but for whatever reason the game decided to make this one stuck, and I didn't realize while flying this until soon, and I couldn't control the craft and I couldn't figure out why, and now I see it by accident and try to fix it. And now the second problem will be coming soon. Look at our air levels when I soon switch to air breathing mode and fire up the engines. Soon, we will have it soon. There, the air drained completely, and the enabling the air intakes didn't fix that problem, and I was way too lazy to reload a millionth time by now, so I'm just trying to manage it with the rocket fuel we have left. I'm a little bit short since I had some control issues earlier due to the control surface, but we will hit the KSC, the runway, and we will land. It won't be the most gracious landing you will ever seen, but as long as the banana survives and the front cockpit survives, I will be happy. And now we are ready to land. A little bit jittery and touchdown. And here you see me wait way too long to hit the brakes, and we do a flip. But I was so fed up with the mission, I said this is enough, and this is the end of the video. So thanks you all for watching. I will see you another time. Bye bye.